at wide receiver. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Saints and...
And we are underway from Houston. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And the numbers for Gibbs from last week: 19 carries, 94 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this Saints defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Goff had his hands on it, but dropped it. mistake. Third down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing on third. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Ready. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
And you look at the Saints defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's gone.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Goff on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. His kick is good. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points in that situation.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Goff. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup at 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Down the left sideline.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Gone. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a...
There he goes, right side.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Goff's throw complete there to Johnson.
They do get a... Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Goff. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A point after, good by Groupie.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That one let go deep for Laporta. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you... And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A give right side for Gibbs. There he goes up the right sideline.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcome.
Fights through, and now a crease. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Kamara is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Goff. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Ready, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Gibbs, touchdown, Houston. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. A point after, good by Groupie.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Khalif Raymond. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Here's Goff now on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Second down, goal to go.
To throw is Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 2:10 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Alert! Alert!
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Okay, ready?
For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken